Today I'm going to teach you a very simple but highly effective way of venerating your ancestors and your spirit guides. Now, this is mostly aimed at beginners or at people who want to do this but who can't set up a permanent shrine in their homes. So, the first thing you do is buy a new white plate. It needs to be new because you're going to dedicate this to them. The second thing you do is buy a new wine glass. Make sure that there are no marks on it or brand names or logos and things like that. Make sure to wash these with either Florida water or water with salt. Now, I would also recommend to use a cigar and blow the smoke over the plate and the glass to bless them. While you do this, I would officially dedicate them to your ancestors and your spirit guides. The third thing you do is grab a tea light. Now, what you're going to do is use tap water, because tap water comes from the ground and the spirits of the dead come from the ground. So do not use bottled water. Then, let me see if I can find my lighter. There we go. You light the tea light. Now, at this point, what you're going to do is you are saying prayers. Personally, I have no issues using Catholic prayers. I say the Lord's Prayer, the Hail Mary, and the Glory Be, so that there is peace and light and cleanliness around the shrine. This is very important. You can pray from the heart if you have issues with Catholic prayers, but do keep in mind you do not have to be Catholic or religious to use these prayers. And because millions of people around the world use these, they pack an enormous punch. So do keep that in mind. Then, after you did this, you're going to call upon your ancestors and your spiritual guides. You could use something like, I call upon the ancestors and spiritual guides who are within my spiritual court, who lived well, died well, and came back to guide me in this life. Now, you can use exactly those words or you can use something similar. The reason why I used this in the beginning is because I did not want to deal with any negative spirits within my ancestral line or maybe possibly within my spiritual court that needed elevation. Because in the beginning, this is very difficult to deal with, right? This is something that is a little bit more advanced, and I will make a video about that in the future. Now, you do all this to elevate them. So the first thing that you're going to do is say thanks. You're going to thank them for every good thing that happened in your life in, like, let's say the last week or the last month. Maybe they had nothing to do with it, but you would be surprised how much they do for you in the background without you even knowing it. So always thank them for the good things that happened. Yes, for guidance, for knowledge, for bringing that person in your life that became a good friend or maybe love, or that little extra paycheck bump that made sure that you could buy that extra thing or maybe just pay the rent. All those little things are important, right? So thank them for that. After you thank them for that, I would say to pray for those spirits who are lost, who are trapped within your court, but also in general. And ask your guides and your ancestors to reach out their hands and lead them towards the light so that they too may elevate and move on from the place where they are at the moment. This is very important, maybe the most important aspect. So put all your intention and goodwill into this. Then the third thing, you're going to sit down, shut up. Well, not yet, sorry, you don't shut up yet. What you're going to do is sit down and you're going to tell them about your week, about your day, or the things that happened, right? Maybe some things that you're struggling with. I would refrain from that in the beginning. First build that connection. And then after you did this, even though it might be a little bit difficult in the beginning because it feels like you're talking to the air, right? But that's okay. Over time, it will feel more natural. And you might even get a response back in a way that you probably don't expect. But I will make another video about that in the future too. Now, after you did this, that's the time to shut up and just meditate or close your eyes and just try to listen for things, right? Now, this whole process can take 5 minutes, can take 10 minutes, can take an hour. That's all up to you. How often should you do this? At least once a week. On a Saturday, it's Saturn's Day, Day of the Dead, or you do it on a Monday, beginning of the week. But you can really do it on any day. Just make sure that you stick to that day and that you try and do it always around the same time so they kind of know what to expect, right? Now, after you did this, you can do two things. Or you pinch out the candle, never blow. You clear out the water in the sink or outside, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. Wash the plate and the glass and put it away in a safe place for next time. Or you leave it the way it is until the candle goes out, and then you do the same thing. You put it away, but make sure that it's in a place where no one else can touch it. This is for them, and you never use these objects for anything else. Yeah? In the near future, I will make some more videos about more advanced practices that you can do. But for now, I hope that this will help those people who really want to start but have no idea how to go about it. And make sure to check thenightlight.com if you're interested in having a spiritual chord reading done or simply want a consultation about the current state in your life. Take care.